Hi everyone, welcome back to DK64. We're still in Fungi Forest, but you'll never hear me complain about that. In this video I'm going to start getting some more of the bananas from other parts of the level, but before I do that there's a couple things at this part that I want to take care of. The first thing I want to point out is kind of a weird oddity about the switches in this game. Whenever you do a ground pound next to them, there's like a weird thing where if you just like walk on the switch afterwards, then when you stand on it, it actually acts as if you ground pounded on it, even though you didn't. It's just kind of strange, and I've noticed that a couple of months ago. I guess I'll try and do it right now. Like that, you see? I was nowhere near the switch and it didn't even activate until I walked on it. So yeah, minor thing, I just wanted to show it off. Just gonna use the instrument to kill this bee in here because he kinda gets in the way during this really tough puzzle. So the idea is to just shoot enough of these panels so that Chunky's face appears on the board. It's not hard at all. I just shot the wrong thing. Maybe it is actually pretty hard. I need to get it back to Chunky's face, okay. Sometimes I like to try and do this, like a couple panels at a time, but it usually just ends up making it slower for me. If I were to just do them all in turn, I'd probably do better overall. Okay. Something weird about this banana, you can't pick it up right away. Look at this, look at this. That's not the only chunky banana that's like that actually. The one from the igloo in Crystal Caves was exactly the same, and I don't know why. It only seems to happen to his ones. So I'll get this balloon as well. I'll get the rest of that. I think I'm going to need it soon. So back outside, there's another thing for Chunky to grab. Just down here. Please don't fall, okay. So, as you can see there's a platform down there. I'm going to jump down to it. But before I do that, I'm going to show off... Oh, okay, I'll have to jump down first, actually. Really easy to make it in there. You just kind of do a little aerial attack. As you can see on the wall there, you're supposed to come here at night time from inside the giant mushroom. Now, why on earth would anyone do that when you can see the platform right there? And it's so easy to make it onto it. I don't know. The whole nighttime thing is like this level's gimmick, but it's really not necessary at all. In fact, there's only two things in this entire level which, with the use of glitches, actually require you to turn it to night. So, I don't know. Seems pretty pointless to me. Anyway, I'm going to make a switch to DK because there's something I can pick up. Just, I don't know, it's like some really quick bananas, I guess. That was all I wanted them for, so now I'm going to switch to someone else. Okay, Lanky Kong has some really fast bananas up here. We're almost done with the giant mushroom area, actually. You only have to handstand on that first steep slope. After that you can just long jump. So, let's see, I'm going to do the dark room first. And the way I like to remember where to go is, for dark you do down right, like the down right side of Lanky's face, and for light it's up left. And it's important to remember that because the timer is actually pretty strict here. If you choose the wrong direction, then you can usually find yourself not being able to make it. So I'll grab this banana bunch too, and that's it for this one. I'll just run back up and get the other one now. Let's kill this guy because he might get in the way. If I'm quick enough he shouldn't bother me, but it's only one orange, doesn't make a difference. Wow, I got some oranges during the cutscene. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. So, in this room the idea is just to follow this pattern. Each Kong has their own corresponding colour, so DK is yellow, Diddy is red, and so on. It's really very simple. It's just a typical pattern that they go on, except that like Chunky and Lanky are switched. I guess they wanted him to be last. Someone left a comment asking if I was colorblind because I thought that Chunky's mushroom from the lobby area looked like DK's one. It looked yellow. I'm not colorblind at all, it just totally looks yellow. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, this game again, I'm going to pause buffer it again because I don't want to take any risks. this one disappears really quickly, and yeah, not a lot to say. I think this is the third, maybe the fourth time we've seen this one, but it's nice and fast at least. So that's it for all the bananas and the giant mushroom, but there's still one more thing I want to take care of. Here is another place where you're supposed to wait for night and fall down. To be fair, this one's a little harder, I guess. Although not really, I don't know. But you can just pretty easily make it in there with Lanky, or any Kong, actually, and take care of this. I guess they expected you to do this as Diddy. Maybe they thought you would fly up with a jetpack or something, because there's a bunch of coins for him right there. But yeah, just the usual stuff. Really not a lot to say. These guys are just trolls, I guess, if they knock you off, but I'm not going to let that happen. Lanky actually is really good at these. It's one of his few strengths in this game, because his arms just have like such a wide hitbox that you're pretty much safe as long as you keep doing this. And if things get really bad, you can just start spamming crystal coconuts and killing each of them really quickly as well. As long as they don't do it, their big power-up move, then you're pretty much safe all the time. So he was about to do that, but I saw to that. I think these are probably the most boring parts of the game. I think I've probably said that before as well, but I don't know. The whole theme of these things is repetition, so I might as well stay consistent. That could have been a potential disaster. I'm so glad he grabbed that before that happened. Okay, so that's it for the giant mushroom area. There's still one more other thing that I want to take care of in this video. I'll just skid jump over that. However, Lanky, you totally deserve that. And I'm going to grab some of these coconuts because they might be helpful in a little while, because I'm going to go do something that I'm sure many people remember and don't remember fondly. But in its defense, it's nowhere near as bad as a certain other race that we all had to witness recently. One thing that I think is a nice touch is that the music gets quieter whenever you're in one of these tunnels. I don't think any other level does that. So it's kind of nice. This place right here is probably my favourite part of the whole game. It just has like this awesome atmosphere about it. Has this nice leaf texture which kind of looks very cheap, but it's nice, you know, it's nice. And what I really like about it is that it's completely closed in because of the top of that tree. It just feels really cozy and nice. I like it a lot. I don't know. There's a bunch of cool things you can do here. Like you can moonkick off of this thing as DK, which I guess I can show off later. And it's just a lot of fun. Lanky's blueprint guy is right here, so I'll just grab that. So now I'm gonna go have to race this rabbit down here, the one that we freed in Crystal Caves, who I'm not supposed to know until I see this level, but because I did them out of order, basically I'm probably gonna wish that I didn't save him. The idea is that you race him twice. The first race isn't hard, he's very slow on the first race. If I wanted to be a bit of a risk taker, I could have actually got Lanky's blueprint during this race, but I don't want to even a little bit risk a potential disaster like what happened with the Beetles, so yeah, best thing to do is just to keep long jumping. That's another thing that I really like about this race, is that you're pretty much required to use the fastest movement method. Like you have to pretty much long jump everywhere if you want to beat them, and I think that's really cool. Because it just, I don't know, it just feels like an intentional speedrun, like a speedrun that's intentionally in the game, almost. Oh god, I just screwed myself over. No, probably not, he's really slow. If this was the second race, I would have screwed myself over there. You gotta make sure you don't do what I just did there and like long jump too close to a wall or something, because then he just backflips instead, and it's really frustrating. There's this part right here where he like takes a huge loop around to the right before he goes in this thing, and it wastes a lot of time. I think that's They probably just threw that in there so that kids could actually beat him, especially on the second race, because he does the same exact route on that one as well. Wow, nice angled long jump. Yeah, that happens sometimes. If you like long jump into a wall, sometimes he gets deflected or something, I don't know. So yeah, that's like, wow. Oh yeah, okay, I'm on the leaf. I was like, what? I thought I was standing in the air right there. I'm just gonna grab these coins, I guess, because I'm pretty greedy. So, one interesting, actually not really interesting, but kind of bad glitch. As soon as you finish the first race, if you play this instrument pad before he actually spawns back here, then you're screwed, and I think you have to exit the level, come back in for him to respawn. So it's always a good idea to just wait until you see him sleeping again before you wake him up. And here comes the worst of the two races. But, like I said, it's still nowhere near as bad as either of the Beetle races, and I've already got one of them under my belt, so I'm not feeling too scared about this one. Although something that is worth noting is, like, if you're playing this with an N64 controller that's kind of worn out, has a bit of a worn out stick, then you may have a really hard time finishing this, because whenever you don't push the stick fully up, if that makes sense, then Lanky doesn't actually move at full speed. And I think I might have actually screwed myself over by not landing in the barrel at the start of this, because he's already pretty far ahead of me. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's a good idea to have like a good controller for this race. I'm not sure if jumping actually affects his speed at all when you're in this mode. I think it should be okay, as long as I don't make any big mistakes. See, he does this big like loop around to the right there, it's completely pointless. Okay then, that went a lot better than the Beetle race did, and I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I'm standing in the air now. I'm totally in the air, I'm not on the leaf this time. There's no way. Maybe I am, I don't know. Whatever, I'll just... Okay, I guess I'll go back in this mode. Okay. Did I just get kicked out of it right away? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. This means I can just run really quickly over here. The next thing I need to do involves Tiny Kong, but before I do that, for God's sake, Lanky, just get in the damn barrel. I want to switch to DK and just play around a little bit, just to show some of the cool things you can do right here. Such as that moon kick failure, and that moon kick success. Yeah, in here, well not this particular area, but like the banana for Diddy Kong in this tree, which uses the owl, actually requires it to be night. That's one of the two things I can think of where it needs to be nighttime. You just can't get him to appear otherwise. So yeah, like if you use orange lag and stuff like that, you can get yourself in there, but it's completely pointless because the coins are for Diddy. So, but yeah, I like to waste a lot of time in here, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Should probably stop and just get back to the action. But there's another moon kick you can do over here actually, which is pretty fun. I think I'm going to show that off too. If you get yourself wedged under this leaf and time it properly, you can, yeah, do one like that. And it's really cool because you can like see the ceiling when that happens. I just think it looks really nice. Okay then, let's get back to business. How many coconuts have I got? 16, okay. Tiny has one banana over here, and there's also something else in this next place which is crucial for one of our other bananas in the level, so I need to make sure I get both of those things. Whenever you enter tiny mode, it's a good idea to have the camera panned out, because otherwise the camera kind of gets fixated above you, and yeah, it can be kind of hard to like see what you're doing sometimes, so I like to always have it panned out. I'll just call Squawks right here so he can put me on top of the stump. I don't think this is skippable, there's no way to like get up high enough to actually get on there. So I have to wait for his slow ass to pull us up. Just want to be careful that I can actually... Okay. Did not want to fall in without getting those. So a bit similar to the room in Crystal Caves in the cabin. Just gotta kill all these things with oranges. It's not really too bad. Especially considering they give you oranges when they die. I think that's the last of them, isn't it? So yeah, as you can see there's like a seed in the middle. Oh, you'll see it better in a second, I guess. Yeah, right here. And like, if you happen to be standing in the middle when this spawns, you will actually pick it up during the cutscene and probably won't even notice that you have it, which can make a banana later on in the game a little bit confusing. But yeah, everyone that's watching this video now knows that it's there, so that's cool. And with that, I'm going to exit the level and take care of a couple of things in the Fungi Forest lobby. Starting off with the worst fairy in the game. This fairy in here is a complete troll because as soon as it comes out of its little box, it goes apeshit. The idea is to try and snap a picture before it comes out if you can. Yeah, nope, missed it. Okay, did I get it? Please tell me I got it. Wow. I really wasn't expecting that. I really thought I would have been here for like 3 or 4 minutes. Usually that thing is like buzzing all over the room, and like even when you're far away like I was there, you're still close enough that it still, I don't know, it still gets scaredy, I guess, and runs about. So, okay then, I guess I'll just take care of the other thing in here. Oh, I've already got full. Oh yeah, because I just got the fairy, that's right. So, as you can see on this board right here, there is nothing. But when Chunky becomes invisible, there is a pad, which disappears when you use it. I don't know, this game is something else. So, yeah. What the hell's a fracas? Whatever. This one's pretty easy, just one Kasplat this time. And with Chunky Kong as well, which means he's like super strong, don't you dare fall off. These things get so dull that I usually just practice skid jumps during them. That looks pretty cool. But not before making sure the Kasplat is dead, because he could make me waste a lot of time right here. Oh my god, I tried to be smart and do a backflip during a skid jump, and instead he did a long jump. Like, I know that can happen, but I did it anyway. I don't know, man. I'm not the smartest guy sometimes. But hey, we get to see another whole battle arena. So, you know, completely worth it. Don't you dare. Okay. And having learned nothing from the last time, I'm gonna skid jump all over the place. What's weird about the Kasplats is that it seems like you can only actually knock them off the edge on their final hit anyway, which means that the whole thing about them falling off in the first place is pretty pointless, because otherwise when you hit them they just fall down, but even if they're right next to the edge they don't actually fall over. Okay, I'm gonna get it this time, I'm sure. Alright then. Second try, I guess, is acceptable, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. Next video I'm going to go back in there, take care of a bunch of other stuff. Thanks for watching.